Alright, so I was being a degen again, scrolling through Reddit, and I stumbled across a post called, "Are more developers burning out, or am I just seeing things?" And I thought it was pretty interesting. The post starts off with, "The past few months I've spoken with so many devs who are just done with it all. The story's pretty similar for them all, 6 to 15 years of experience typically. They hit their limit and are changing careers. At this point, I've talked to at least 6 devs who have dropped the field completely. The number is closer to 15 plus when considering those who are still debating staying in. Are you all seeing something similar where you are all at? Less, more? Could it be post-COVID bust killing everyone? Or just a cycle of fatigue that's existed in the field for years? Well, me personally, I only know of one person whose job's kind of in the air, and it's not because he's burnt out, but his superiors are smooth-brained baboons. Management sometimes can make or break the workplace, and I think this thread explains it the best. The industry is flooded with corporate politicians that are a nightmare to work with, plus all the layoffs targeting the wrong people because too many of the aforementioned are in the driver's seat. The ones left are having to do more with less, wearing more hats than ever, and more companies are adopting an Amazon-style pip culture. That doesn't describe everywhere, but it's getting harder to find a good place to work. Agree, software engineering in corporate space is becoming a metrics-driven cesspool by middle management and executives who think that writing code is like an assembly line and are grasping at any vendor who claims their product can measure and improve productivity. Imagine if bridges and buildings were built this way. Software engineering is a lot more art than many of us are willing to admit, and business types do not have the mindset to deal with artists. I partially blame Agile for starting this whole mess. I understand the original Agile was never designed for corporations, but slowly over time the management consultant cottage industry of selling executives on the gamification of writing code took over. Outside of the metrics nonsense, software engineering, particularly at companies whose main product is not writing software, are viewed as support staff and drag on the bottom line, thus need to justify their work. In other words, unless your code is directly generating revenue, your value is questionable, and you or me are potentially disposable. So, to answer the question of what's causing the burnouts, it seems that everyone's overworked with 2 to 5 things going on at one time, while everyone wants things done yesterday. Companies trying to squeeze more profit, viewing and forcing engineers to be like a production line. All the while, we're still in the AI bubble and executives are having wet dreams that their beliefs that people are interchangeable are becoming more and more real by the second, as they simultaneously still whine about people job hopping. Although it might seem kind of grim right now, I'm sure everything's going to work out down the line. What are your guys' takes on this, and does it affect you? But with that being said, that's it for the video. Coding Bandits it out. Peace.